Hello there, and Happy New Year. Welcome to the resolution vlog for 2022. That tradition of the vlogs where we start the year with me talking about things I try and set myself which I ultimately fail in. What was the case this year? Did I do more than half? Less than half? Have I got fatter? Have I got more unfit? Am I about to have children? Let's have a look and see what the resolutions from last year were and see if I met any of them. Welcome to another vlog. My intros are getting worse, I can tell you. Right, I'm here in kind of familiar territory. I'm walking down the old railway line between the village and Nurston Industrial Estate. Going to revisit a site that I visited on this vlog, on the resolutions vlog in 2018, because there's been a few changes that have been made since, and I thought it was quite apt considering there's been a few changes on the channel since we last spoke. But let's have a look at the resolutions and go through them and see what's happening. And I'm trying to keep myself as not a halo in the back, trying to keep the sun behind my head, so this is going to be fun trying to do that. But in regards to the resolutions themselves, we started off with losing weight. Yeah, that hasn't happened. I'm actually about half a stone heavier than I was at this time last year, but I am still on averaging 12,500 steps, so it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. And I'm still lighter than I was when I started doing the 200-pound monster videos back in 2019. So yeah, still a bit to go, still a bit to go through. But yeah, do I do it as a resolution again? Yeah, I probably will lose some weight. But this time I'm going to set a target. I want to lose a stone. Not just a general lose weight. I want to lose 1 stone at least by the end of 2022. Second resolution was go to 6 new Scottish historical sites in 2021. Did that, I ended up going to 8. So you got the 2 St Andrews sites, so St Andrews Castle, St Andrews Cathedral. Ended up going to Abbotsford House, I ended up going to Elgin Cathedral, Bewley Priory, Huntly Castle, Restennif Abbey, Restennif Priory, Edzell Castle, and that's it, I think. If there's any more I've missed, I'll leave it down below, but I'm thinking off the top of my head here, and sometimes that doesn't quite work. So yeah, that's the situation with the resolutions for that. So yeah, I met that one, so I'm going to set it again, and I'm going to do for 6 new Scottish historical sites in 2022. I think that's very doable. Maybe utilise National Trust a bit more this year. It was mostly historical sites from Historic Scotland, but hey, those are the breaks. Third one, be in a relationship, the perennial failure. I've actually done some groundwork this year. I spent years going, yeah, can't do it, can't afford it, don't want to do it, don't want to need it, and things have changed, and I've actually been on a few dates and actually had some conversations with someone, but it didn't work out. But so yes, this resolution could have been completed if things had worked out a little bit better, but they haven't, and it is a failure, but it's not without trying this time, and I will keep it for next year. Next resolution was the resolution of reaching 300 subscribers total by the end of 2021. Did that, 16th of January, or 16th of January? 16th of December, I did that. And we ended the year on 302, so yes, I hit that. The target for this year is 400 subscribers total by the end of the year. I have a sneaking suspicion maybe this will be doable, although I've said that a couple of times in previous vlogs and look what happened. But yeah, last year it was quite of a realistic target. This year I'm going to push the boat a little bit and try and tax it a little bit. And the last resolution was to go and buy a house. Didn't do that. I could have bought a flat this year with a 10% deposit and all the usual gubbings. However, I haven't. Two reasons. One, the market's a bit more buoyant in regards to pricing than I was expecting, and two, I want that safety gap. Because it's so competitive, it's going to cost me more in fees to do the offering and all the soliciting and so forth. So I'm going to hold off a little bit longer to get that buffer to make that deposit stick. So when I do get a property, it is something that, you know, I'm not actually got a lot of fees against. I can afford some of the fees already, and that's part of the thing. Not only that, I've changed from a flat to a medium terrace house, mid-terrace. So there's plans for a medium-term investment. So yeah, that resolution is going to be done again this year, but I have more confidence than I did last year. Last year was kind of a hope, if I'm honest with you. I have more confidence this year that I will be moving into my own place, which is part of the reason why I'm back here, because I'm still in the family home, I'm still with the parents, and I'm still walking about and doing stuff from that base in East Kilbride. So nothing really new to explore. It's kind of like a bit of deja vu of some of the locations we're talking about here. And this route usually is for channel updates now. It's not usually for resolutions, but since the last time I was down here in a resolutions vlog, a lot has changed, and you may remember this little clip near the end of the 2018 vlog. Behind me is the Rolls-Royce factory, or what was the Rolls-Royce factory. It was knocked down in 2017, and now there's going to be private housing built on the site. It's a symbol of change, symbol of development, symbol of things moving on from what they were before. And that's the thing, change happens quicker than you think. That was only 4 years ago I was standing here and it was kind of like a wasteland, but now look at this, housing estate all around, and it spans all the way down that way. So a lot has happened in 4 years, just like the channel has and just like the vlogs have. But I'm hoping that 2022 is a better year for everybody, because obviously the past 2 years have been kind of COVID related. There are lots of plans for the channel. You've noticed obviously there's been a redux of the logo. More explanations on that will be on the channel update at the end of the month, so I'm not going to go too much into here, but it's been a good year for me. It's a stability. I built on stuff last year, to an extent, in regards to keeping the consistency with subscribers. I'm hoping that 2022 is a great year, regardless of whether I meet the resolutions or not, and regardless of whether I'm still living with the parents at the end of next year or not. I hope that's not the case. I actually seriously do want to get out. I have been for years, but I just wanted to make sure I was in the best financial position to do so, and everything's looking rosy at the moment, so here's hoping it does. And as the sun sets on another vlog, well, it's not quite setting, but it is shining on my left-hand side. I'll leave it there. Yes, if you like this video, don't forget to like it and share it with the hashtag Teamstructor, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you know when a new video comes out. General rule, new video every Sunday at 4 PM GMT. Next week is a Doctor Who review for Resurrection of the Daleks, followed by the Wednesday review of Phantasmagoria at 6 PM GMT. So hopefully I can join you for them, and I'll see you in the channel update in 2 weeks' time, face to face like this, and a piece to camera, out in the world of East Kilbride, or roundabout. I'll probably end up Calder Glen, I haven't decided yet, but we'll see how it goes. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.